So welcome back to another reading, or welcome to a reading. If you've never been to this before, rapidly approaching the end of March, another week it will be Easter. Time is moving on, or tempus fugit, if you prefer the Latin. The quote for the day kind of fits in with the reading. In moments of visualization, you become fully present with your purpose, zeroing in on becoming the kind of spouse, parent, friend, professional, or human being you truly want to be. So there you are. You could say mindfulness also, if you like, when you're fully present to the moment. That's what they're really saying. And this is from Rev Christie Hardwick. She says, one source, unique expression. One source, unique expression. And the Audre Lorde quote is, to live intensely, to not settle for the safety of pretended sameness and the false security that sameness seems to offer. And of course, the Ernest Holmes telling you the part of the universe is within you and encouraging you to feel it and to know it in the act as though that were true. Why? Because it is. And then he talks about the universe being run by an infinite mind, so our life is controlled by our thinking. And then he reminds us that ignorance of this keeps us in bondage, and knowledge, guess what? Frees us. Science of Mind textbook, both of them. And this is Rev Christie. Even as we all arrive here from the same source, capital S, imbued with the same characteristics, our expression is unique. There is only one exactly like you, and at the same time, we're all affected by each other. We need to know that we are part of the same creation, but we don't need to be like anything else in that creation. We get to be here authentically as ourselves. And this is our great contribution to the whole. Just as in music, every note has its place in making the melody work. Our note in the Symphony of Humanity is perfect when unfettered. Guess what? By trying to fit in. It requires trust on our part that we were created perfectly to serve in the whole in an harmonious way. Even if we can't see it or hear it or feel it, she says, the music of the universe is in tune. So there's something I was going to express here. Oh, that's right. She says we're all affected by each other because we're all interconnected. And as science learns more about the universe, we know more and more that everything's interconnected. Remember, or maybe you don't, a few days ago, we talked about, kind of on the edge of quantum mechanics, that when two particles are joined at one stage, they remain joined forever, two subatomic particles. And they can be half a universe away from each other, millions of light years away from each other. And what you do to one, the other one responds. What you measure in one is exactly the measurement in the other. Everything in the universe is interconnected. And then, of course, the message is quite simple. Be yourself. Somebody said, be yourself because everyone else is taken. I think that might have been Oscar Wilde, actually, who said that. Be yourself because everyone else is taken. So, simple message. It's a very short message today, but it's an important one. And I would sum it up by saying, be yourself, while at the same time remembering that we're all interconnected. Let me see. Yes, beginning on the weekend, my colleague Reverend Lisa Ryan will appear on Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page at about 9:15 tomorrow morning, live. I'll be back tomorrow evening, hopefully around about 5. And then the affirmation is, the difference in how I express is a perfect contribution to the universal whole. The difference in how I express is a perfect contribution to the universal whole. So there you are. Hope you like these short readings. This month's readings, they've been mostly pretty short. I don't know if it is or is not a good idea to keep repeating the Ernest Holmes quotes all the time. They are being used, of course, as an affirmation, which is good because it keeps going into our subconscious minds. I am undecided about whether that really is how I'd like to see all these readings. I kind of like to see different quotes, so that's my thing, but everybody's different, right? So please take care of yourselves, and my knowingness is a wonderful rest of the day, whenever that day is for each and every one. And I release this word into the universal mind, and I'm grateful for all in life, including this word, and I let it go and say, and so it is.